when you go out to a farm and we want to know if the soil is healthy or not, there's a couple things we can do. The first thing you can look at is soil color. And so actually, soil is a living ecosystem. There's bacteria, fungi, earthworms, nematodes, all sorts of stuff living in the soil, and they need food to survive, and their food is carbon, and carbon is black. And so you can actually tell if a soil is healthy or not based on the color in part. So, we want to see a dark soil. That indicates there's a lot of carbon there, a lot of food for the microbes. And then the second thing is also the soil structure. So how well does this soil crumble in my hands? Kind of like chocolate cake. A healthy soil will have what we call aggregates. And what holds aggregates together are glues that are secreted by bacteria and fungi. So they're really helping to hold the soil together. So when it's crumbly, you can tell that there's a lot of living stuff doing a lot of things in the soil, which is what we want. Another thing you can do is actually to smell the soil. So a healthy soil will have a dark, earthy, rich smell. And that's created by microbes that are just going about their everyday business doing stuff. And so if you can smell a really earthy smell, that means that microbes are really active in the soil. But some other things you can tell is to look at how much flooding there is. So here in Minnesota and in the upper Midwest, we have a ton of flooding. And we'll drive around and just see big ponds of water forming in the middle of fields. And that's because the water can't get into the soil. So healthy soil is like a sponge. It'll be able to soak up huge amounts of water. And unhealthy soil will kind of seal off a little like a brick on the soil surface, and none of that water will be able to get into the soil. And so if you see a lot of ponding, that's a sign that there's some water infiltration problems, so it's acting more like a brick than a sponge. But if it's just rained and you don't see any ponding water on the soil surface, that's a really healthy soil. All that water is getting in the soil where plants can use it to grow. So that's what we want.